for this to play, I think, because it always does. Yep. And there goes the copyright. Just kidding. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you all. Welcome in, Jim, Sprinkles, Sherry, Michael. Sorry, I know YouTube has pretty much made the @ username thing permanent now, so we might just start addressing everybody by their @ sign username now. Joy, what's up? Wendy, welcome in. Frozen Rose, Candace, PBJ Racing, Nightwolf, Derek, good to see you. Larea, welcome in. Candace, well, thank you for becoming a member. Welcome to the OGs. Yeah, Oregon looks good. This is an old chase he's going through. Yeah. Yeah, no, we're not chasing right now. We are definitely not chasing. Hey, what's up, Karen? Janet, what's up? Welcome in, everybody. Great to see you all. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you guys haven't already, please be sure to smash that like button on your way into the stream. We've got a good one today. Going back to a little over a year and a half ago. Blast from the past, at least for me. Depends on what you define as home. Some people home is on the road. Yep. My home was on the road for a while. Yeah, nothing to chase but drizzle in the Pacific Northwest. Don't I know it? Ugh. Bring on the coastal 2% again, man. I want another one to land on the weekend so we can go out, because I think I've figured it out. Excuse me. Sorry. The place that gets... I don't know if it's like terrain influence or what, but it's right where we were. It's like the little inland area, kind of near Astoria, kind of up. If you curve around 101 and take, I think it's like 103 or something like that, towards Long Beach, that little area in there, that's where you get the mini supercells to track in. Those are the tornadic ones, because I've seen it with 3 different systems now. That's where they go. So the next one of those to happen, where it lands on a weekend where we can go chase, I'm just going to go park myself up there and we're going to wait. Because the last time that the 2% came through, it was during a weekday. I didn't actually end up working. I was like super sick that week. So I just stayed here. I mean, technically I could have gone and chased, but I also felt like that would have looked pretty bad if like my coworkers saw me like out chasing water spouts and I couldn't actually go to work. So I just decided, I was like, you know what, I'm just going to stay home. But I was watching it on radar. Lo and behold, what happens? I watched this little cell come all the way in, and it goes tornado warned as it... I don't know if it ever actually produced, but that was the only tornado warning of the day. So, Amira, good to see you. So anyway, thanks for tuning in. Let's get to what everybody's actually here for, though. That would be this. Well, this is one of 8 tornadoes that we saw on this day. For those of you that are not familiar, this is the April 26, 2024 tornado outbreak across eastern Nebraska into Iowa. Several notable tornadoes from this day some people call it the Waverly tornado, some people call it the Lincoln tornado. I refer to it as the Lincoln tornado because it was just east of Lincoln. It was technically closer to Waverly, though, I think, technically. I always called this the Lincoln tornado, though. Luke, what's up? Good to see you, man. Thanks for tuning in. This was the first tornado. This was the tornado to set off the outbreak, in my opinion. Technically, further west into like central Nebraska, there was a tornado that Jaden Pappenheim, Brandon Montgomery, John McKinney, and a few others were on. A fairly long-lived like rope tornado, very photogenic. Right around the center of the low, I think, is where that one happened. And we hadn't even really started chasing it. We weren't live yet. Garrett and I were actually eating Culver's in Lincoln when that tornado was happening, and so we were kind of freaking out, like, oh shoot, are we late? But then we got on to the storms that would eventually really go crazy a little bit later on in the day. So we'll go ahead and start with that one. I forget the timeline of this, but this was the first tornado of 8 that we saw. And it looks like I do have them labeled, so that's nice. I will say I have a very big regret with this tornado, and that is that I stopped where I stopped and shot video for like 3 minutes. That is time that I could have been spending blasting east on 80, getting closer to where that thing crossed, because we could have gotten right up on that. It was very visible, very easy to see where that debris was. It wasn't very deviant at all. Could have gotten right next to it. But literally, I mean, by the time we started moving, we were blasting east on 80, probably at about 80, and we still ended up probably a good 3/4 of a mile away from actually cross the road. But this was right after a touchdown. It hadn't been on the ground for more than 2 minutes at this point. Yeah, I guess hindsight, Jim. No regrets, just with hindsight. Wish I would have done it differently. But I should have known. That's pretty obvious right to left. Like, that didn't even appear like it was really getting closer to us at all. That was almost pure right to left, so I should have known. Go east.
Yeah, we got debris on the ground here. Wow. Beautiful tornado, but it's going to cross 80. Oh, man. Thank God. Yep.
Keep in mind, too, this was relatively early in Garrett and I's, like, chasing career when it came to seeing tornadoes. This was our 3rd year chasing, technically, by calendar year. But in reality, to this point, we had seen, I don't even know, probably in the mid to upper 20s in terms of tornadoes. I think by the time that I left, I either got... I want to go back and do a count, honestly. Maybe we'll do a stream where I go back and try to count every tornado that I've seen, because I think I've seen over 100. I'm pretty sure I crossed that threshold. I'm pretty sure I crossed the 100 number. So, in terms of that, this was relatively early on. So, we were like... At this point in time, this was the nicest tornado we had ever seen.
Now. Okay, good. Okay.
Yeah, Israel, that's the thing, is it's so much easier to go back and compare and like look at how you chased and wish you would have done it differently after the fact. But it's just there's so many things that your brain just doesn't think about and doesn't process when you're actually there. Also, yeah, Sonia, speaking of streaming, we were shadow banned on this day. We only broke 100 viewers one time. And it was at the very end of the stream where we literally got ran over by a tornado because Garrett had the positioning of like where the tornado was based on radar a little bit wrong. And I think we got to like 120 viewers. But like during the rest of the tornado outbreak that we saw, we had like 80 concurrent, 80 to 85 concurrent. And the channel was much smaller, but I mean, we had already had several good streams. Like it was terrible. It really was terrible. I think the stream still, we were live for 8 hours and it has like 11,000 views on it. Nobody really even knew we were there. To be honest, it was kind of insane. Huge contrast to Freddy, who had like I think like 1.5 million views or something like that. Thomas, thank you for being a member for 2 months. Appreciate you. This thing had violent motion on the ground. Is this for broadcast? No. Oh boy. Will I be covering the storm that is supposed to be moving in there in Oregon over the next couple days? Gonna be real with you. Didn't know there was a whole lot of anything happening. At the end of the stream, we'll kind of look into it a little bit and see. Probably not. This is the beginning of the week. I don't really have time. Hashtag no TV. Probably wouldn't have time till this weekend, so probably not. But Freddie, what's up? Thank you for being a member for 2 months. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, I did kind of go a little bit crazy with the not for broadcast thing. Yeah, W Freddie indeed. You know what's unfortunate? You know what's really unfortunate about all the footage that we have? I don't know what happened to the original video I edited. Gone. Same thing with the raw footage off the SD card. Gone. Don't know where it is. The only video evidence that we have that we were even there has not for broadcast plastered all over it. That is the only version that still exists of any of this footage. Which is kind of pointless, because the whole reason that I put this there was that if people wanted to buy it, then I could give them the non-covered version. But I can't even give them that because I lost it. It's like, I mean, nobody... I'm sorry. Nobody's ever inquired about this footage. But, like, if they had, be like, this is what you get. Yeah, Freddie, you missed out, man. It was ridiculous. Brandon, what's up, bro? I was just talking with Brandon on the phone. You've inquired? Well, that you want it for free. Yeah. Mr. Gherkin was somewhere up over this hill, right up on it. He had him, Aaron J. Jack, and Nick Gorman had like really good video of this tornado. Guess where's me? You weren't on this, were you, Brandon? Thanks, Max. Appreciate it. You were at Arby's? Valid. Appreciate the super chat, Max. Thank you for your support. You were on it from 17 miles away. Yeah. This was an insane day. And then you have me trying to shoot while also going 70 down the interstate. Excuse me. So at this point, tornado kind of lifts. I don't think we have very good video of it. It lifted and then it planted again. I think the initial report from NWS Omaha or whatever that one is. I don't think NWS Lincoln's a thing, is it? I don't know. Whatever the local National Weather Service office is right there. You legit saw it from that far? Yeah, yeah. I mean, that was probably one of the most visible tornadoes of the day right there. So that was like not rain wrapped at all at any point. But eventually this one lifts and it planted again. But on the initial survey, it showed it as one big tornado. But then it did end up lifting and then planting another tornado much closer to Waverly, I think, or maybe just north of Waverly. It was associated with the same storm. Yeah. Because it kind of roped out. Yeah, and that's where, yeah. See, I was too lazy to find Waverly. It was like Lincoln, Nebraska, near Lincoln, Nebraska, a little bit further away from Lincoln, Nebraska. Lincoln is just my favorite place on earth. But then we were like struggling to find roads. Yeah, I was just, where was I that I was watching this? Oh, I was just scrolling YouTube, going to bed the other night, and Discovery was live with like some portions of like in the Eye of the Storm, of like their new show, and they had Freddy's footage up from this day, and I was like, yo, I know where he was at because I was just there. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's a skinny little stovepipe now.
Oh, did they fix the survey? Yeah. Okay, so now I put Waverly. Jeez, I wonder if this video is for broadcast. Yeah, we were just struggling trying to get east. East and then north. Eventually we did find a north option.
I was waiting for this to die and this one to go off, but this one keeps
going.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we met up with Corey. Corey was like on cloud 9 because he just had like a extreme close range intercept of that first tornado. Yeah, you know what, Max, go for it. It might put me on the map a little bit. Honestly, a W for no wipers.
If this does a handoff, I don't know if it'll cross before this road runs out, but we'll see. God, it's still all the way.
Hey, son, welcome in. Jordan is here, guys. Now, this is where I will legitimately be reliving some of this again because I kind of forget. There's a gap in my memory between the first 3 tornadoes that were in Nebraska up until we got into Iowa and we saw the beginning of the Minden tornado. Like, we watched it as it first formed when it was south of 80. But we had to stop because that lady had hydroplaned into the ditch and I just wasn't going to leave her there. Had that not happened, we would have been right up on that tornado. But because of that, we were a good 2 miles away from it at all times. But I don't remember which tornado this was. I don't even think we knew where this tornado was. I was just kind of...
Could be in here somewhere.
Yeah. I didn't know what I was looking at.
It's possibly weeks that it's in this lower portion somewhere. It's green in there too, my gosh.
It's too, though. Yeah, I think tornadoes 4 and 5 that we got were not overly visible and not fully condensed. Okay, hold on. Did I label tornado 4? Oh, okay. Apparently this was a fourth tornado. That wasn't even the same one. I feel like it was the same one, though. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. I mean, I'm going to trust my judgment from back then. Because I made a lot of claims about seeing 8 tornadoes this day. But maybe it was 7. Maybe it wasn't 8. Or were we here? So I don't think we had a tornado at this point. But then here we did. This one was not fully condensed, but there definitely was ground circulation, and we got very close. Josh Worman is still out, yes. Actually, random tangent. Garrett and I met Josh Worman and Karen Kosiba and that whole team completely by accident in Arizona. My family was visiting. We were in, because we lived... Well, we both lived near Prescott. Neither of us lived in Prescott. We both lived near there. And like a good 45 minutes outside of Prescott, there's a little town built on the side of like a mountain. It's called Jerome. Old mining town. It's supposedly super haunted. We went up to a place called Haunted Hamburger up there. Because like we would go there from time to time. We went there with my parents. And at least I think Garrett was there. Pretty sure Garrett was there. Yeah. Like 99% he was there. 99% sure. Anyway, we're leaving, getting up from our table, and I see my professor, like one of my professors, and I was like, oh, that's kind of wild, because it was like summer break, I think, still, technically. And I was like, yeah, that's kind of crazy, but I mean, like, my professor lives around here. Like, it's not impossible that I'd see him. And so I saw he was with other people, and I just assumed, like, oh, he's up here with his family, whatever. But then I'm like... I catch glimpses of people's faces, and at first I recognized Karen, who I've never actually talked to, but I mean I saw her on TV, I saw her on Storm Chasers, all that stuff, and we were still early on in our chasing career, like we didn't really know anybody yet, so I was kind of like, oh my god, why are there famous tornado scientists here in this little restaurant in the middle of nowhere? And then like I start kind of looking at faces, and I'm just like I recognize Karen, I recognize all these other people, couldn't tell you the names of anybody else, and then Josh was there. And literally, I was kind of like so caught off guard that I didn't really say anything. I just like made eye contact with Dr. Roman, and I like he kind of caught me like looking at him. He's like, and I'm just like, "Are you Josh Worman?" And he's like, "I am Josh Worman." And then I said that my parents didn't know who was there. Like they were focused on the fact that, oh, this is one of DL's professors. My mom hears me say, "Are you Josh Worman?" And she's like, "What?" And she recognizes him too. And she's like, "We used to watch you on like Storm Chasers, and we have all your old documentaries." Like, it was so funny. It was so funny. I was like, "Mom, like you can't." It was like one of those classic like, "Mom, you're embarrassing me" moments. But it was really funny. It was really cool. That was the only time I've ever actually talked to him. There was a couple other times when we saw him. Like, we'd be at, like, the same, like, gas station and stuff. He'd be out with the Dows, and I'd, try to say something. I'd be like, "Hey, Dr. Worman." Nothing. Nothing at all. Very busy man, apparently. So, anyway, that was very random. Kind of cool, though. But I was just like, yeah, that's not how you want that to go. I'm just like, I'm sure he gets that a decent amount. Like, if you want to stand out, you don't be the fanboy. I mean, I was kind of caught off guard, but I wasn't sitting there like, "Oh, can I have your autograph?" Like, I was like, "Oh, this is cool to meet you in Arizona, in this tiny little town in Arizona of all places." But he was out there because it was like a part of this project that one of my old professors was kind of leading, studying monsoon storms. So at some point, Garrett and I thought we were going to get to be a part of it, but that never happened. Yeah. You see the the rapid rain curtains.
Right can you hear in the room?
here is just east of this tiny little town. Sorry. Let's go back.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Okay, this is where I started talking. Yeah. I'm sorry. We got it. We're good now. Thank you. Sorry about that. I paused and then I forgot to go back. Forgot to switch the screen. Because I can still see the video even if you guys can't. So, my bad. Lorea, thank you for gifting 10 memberships. Very much appreciate it. And welcome to everybody that just received one of those. Welcome to the OGs. Anyway, video's back. Derek, thank you for gifting 5 memberships. Appreciate your support. Thank you. Welcome to everybody that just got one of those. Anyway, this tornado is on the ground up here, just east of this little town. And me being all apprehensive, I didn't put us over the hill where we could have easily seen it.
There's got to be something there. Look at that. Look at how intense the circulation is. I see it perfectly from here. Heard a tree snap just now.
And then, so skipping forward a little bit, we got that tornado. Eventually got, that was in Iowa, I think, far western Iowa, tiny little town called BB Town. And then this is a, for some reason, 240p clip that I pulled off of the stream. This is what slowed us down from us missing probably the tornado of that entire day. It was this lady.
There again.
No, up here actually.
Leaving these storms like 2 minutes to Oh no.
You guys catch that?
Alright, on the car. I know. Whoa, leaving these storms like 2 minutes to
This is why hydroplaning is sketch. I'm telling you. Right off the road. And what's crazy is she got cut right past these barriers right here. Which honestly, now that I look at them again, probably wouldn't have done a whole lot, and she would have had a very steep drop off right here. So she's lucky she slid off the road where she did, but still very sketch. She was very panicked, and I don't regret stopping and helping, but you know, we did miss multiple tornadoes because of it. Hey, Mom, thank you for becoming an OG. You are as OG as they get in terms of supporters, but thank you.
Alright, we gotta help these guys.
The actual day one.
Unfortunately. Gonna have to let this one go by, guys.
Brady is in the chat. And there it is. I think this is it anyway. And we just never really could catch back up to it, but that thing was a beef eater. Okay, so I guess, if I remember this right, there was a gap. This was a hog. This very much was a hog. Excuse me. This tornado was huge. Left edge, right edge. At least I think so. From our vantage point, that's how big we thought this thing was. And we were like, holy crap. I think this is just a very low-hanging wall cloud. And I think the actual center of the tornado is like from probably where this water tower is to over here. Still, very wide tornado. I think this is the one that everybody has video of. It was different from this one. These were two separate tornadoes because we tried to follow this one for a little bit. And then the reason that we missed getting close to the next one is because we ended up in the damage path of where this one went through. And we couldn't get through. Because there was trees down and everything. Hey, what's up, Kevin?
Why am I going north?
And then we spent the next probably 45 minutes trying to catch up to that storm. Eventually, it didn't. Eventually, it stopped producing a tornado. Kind of roped out, weakened, move off to the north, and we were thinking like that was it because there was a line back behind. Whoa, Israel! Thank you so much for the $20 super chat. Really appreciate your support. Thank you so much. W's in the chat. So we were kind of thinking the day was over. We had completely run out of gas at that point, so our main mission was trying to find fuel. Eventually we did. And then we're just kind of waiting for the line to pass, and then we were going to call it a day. We were like, we'll sit here, intercept this line. The stream was already cooked from the beginning anyway. We were kind of just over it in terms of the stream. But little did we know we had one more tornado to go. There's a little QLCS circulation that formed. It was a very kind of like almost like a fever dream type experience because we trailed probably a good 1.5 miles behind this massive tornado that we never could seem to actually catch up to. And then we think we're going to run out of gas. We don't. We end up getting gas. Drive up this road kind of randomly, find this dog that's just roaming around the middle of the road. I'm trying to get this dog out of the road, figure out what house it belongs to, or like where it needs to get to. Then Freddy pulls up, and he's like, "This is the best day of my life." And I was like, "Yeah, like this has been insane. Like, congratulations, bro." He leaves. Then we start going south again for some reason, and then this storm to our southwest goes tornado warned. And from that point, in the span of like 3 minutes, it just got insane because I wasn't even fully like prepared that we were like intercepting another tornado.
It's going that way. It's going to be on this side of us. It's not crossing. You sure? I'm looking at the radar.
Famous last words. Let me put you guys back over here. I just wanted to see whether or not this has the full clip in it, and it does. So we're going to start back right here. So tornado number 8.
It's going that way.
I know,
it's gonna
I
be
know.
on this
That
side of us. It's not crossing.
That was on purpose this time.
You sure? I'm looking at the radar.
Tornado's crossing right here, I think. Or we think.
Are we in trouble?
No.
Yeah.
Like tornado-wise?
No, with who that was.
So from Freddy's vantage point, he could actually see this tornado. He was kind of to the east-northeast of us, and he had visual of a wedge. Like this was a wedge tornado. From our vantage point, completely wrapped in rain. We could not see it. I was purely going off of how the rain bands were just accelerating extremely rapidly across the field directly to our west, like a couple 100 yards to our west. And Garrett the entire time was looking at the CC drop on radar and was convinced that we were fine. So, oh boy.
Wherever this thing is, it's completely rain wrapped.
I had also made a bit of a mistake a little bit earlier too. We can go back in the stream and kind of watch, because I think we had good service for the entirety of the whole thing. But we kind of pulled onto one of those minimum maintenance dirt roads, and we lost complete traction. Like, I thought we were stuck, and I was kind of panicking. I'm like, if this tornado hits us and like we can't get stuck on this road. So once I finally got back onto pavement, I thought I was blasting south. I was going the wrong direction. I went north, so I kind of put us in the path too, to where I kind of had to back up. Had we had a good camera rolling, like, it would have been kind of a pretty cool shot. Corey, what's up, dude? Good to see you, man. How's it going?
I think it's right here.
Oh, are we good now?
I don't know, man. We may want to back up out of here. I think it's right here. I don't know, man. We may want to back up out of here. Yeah, I'm backing up out of here. I think it's right there.
And you'll notice as soon as I put it in reverse, those winds accelerated to probably a good 85, 90. You haven't seen a tornado in 84 years.
Holy shit.
I remember our weather station measuring over 100 as I was reversing.
Holy
But
crap,
it
you
just,
know, right?
just blew right
Yeah,
by.
he went. God. Okay, wait, there's parking. Shit. Are we in it? Damn it. Are we in it?
Yeah, I was a little bit slightly concerned.
Our winds have calmed down, you know? Yeah, yeah, and now I'm getting blasted. Here, do we have a towel or something?
And the entire inside of the car got absolutely blasted too. I think I remember Dale saying back in the day, I'll never get that close. It wasn't on purpose. I thought, according to Garrett, it was going to cross like 5 miles to our north. That's alright. Anyway, I want to pull up the actual stream from that day. I'm curious how many views that stream has still. Probably like 12,000. And we streamed a lot. What the hell? Oh, that looks like... Okay, anyway, I got confused. I'm getting distracted by all of our old winter stuff. I'll have to get a winter, like a craziest winter, like, streams or craziest winter storm chases reaction type thing going at some point. Keep on scrolling back. Yeah. Live for 8 hours. 11,000 views. You don't get more shadow ban than that on a day like this.
Come on, man. We had a better view than that when I crossed the road. We had 80. God dang it. It's gonna be so close. I don't know if we're gonna make it, guys. Okay, it's going that way. It's gonna be.
Yeah, okay, maybe we didn't have good connection. Maybe that was part of the reason why.
We want to get hit by this thing, so we may have to like bail. Oh shoot, RFD. Yeah, either bail north or bail south, because we're pretty much right in the. Oh my gosh, it's right there. It's right here.
I was like, we were in 2-wheel drive and got stuck and all that fun stuff. And then of course we don't get
Okay,
our view back.
it's going that way. It's gonna be on this side of us. It's not crossing.
You sure?
I'm looking at the radar.
The reason that it happened, it used to happen to us a decent amount, Frozen Rose, it was because we were so back and forth, active, inactive, because we were in school. Like, we couldn't chase that often, so like we'd have a good stretch where we chased like good 3-4 days, and then we just fall off the face of the earth for 2 weeks, and YouTube did not like us for that at all.
Tornado's crossing right here, I think, or we think.
Are we in trouble?
No.
Yeah.
Like tornado-wise?
No, well, who that was.
Wherever this thing is, it's completely rain wrapped. I think it's right here. I don't know, man. We may want to back up out of here. Yeah, I'm backing up out of here. I think it's right there. Holy shit. Please let there be no one behind me.
It was just crazy how immediate that was.
Hopefully Freddie made it out alright.
Yeah, he went.
It's a lot clearer on the stream too, and I like pulled it off the stream. It was like really low quality.
Yep, it's right there. Holy mother of God. Okay, perfect. Are we in it?
No visibility.
Yeah, man, we gotta run. I think, right?
No, it's I'm telling you, look at the radar. It's really right there.
Right here? Okay.
And then it kind of calmed down and
man,
passed
when it
just to our
calmed down,
north,
yeah.
right where we had been parked like before, because we had been parked for a little bit all the way up where this road kind of ended. Because that's where we were trying to get control of that dog and everything. But, yeah. Crazy day for sure. Yeah, this was that first.
Massive tornado crossing the freeway right now.
Massive stovepipe.
This might have been pre-Starlink too. I think this was pre-Starlink.
Look at this thing. Sorry. There we go. It's right there.
It's right there, literally right there.
Okay, all right. US 6 is in 1.3 miles. I'm gonna take it.
Yep.
All right, I gotta zoom you guys out here.
Okay, yeah, that was definitely the Waverly tornado. That was not Lincoln. I don't know what I was talking about. But anyway. Yeah, that was it. There wasn't I mean, we started, let's see, when did we start the stream? We started our stream leaving Lincoln.
Want to give a huge shout out to Barb Mac for the PayPal donation right off the bat, getting us a fifth of the way through our goal already. We're going to go down here a little bit, take a look at them, and then probably end up turning around and coming back north.
Yeah, and everybody was already kind of over here. That's where Brandon was.
That storm up on the northern end is actually going to cross 80.
That's how
They're developing further north.
They started down here, kind of made their way up.
But, anyways.
Yeah, but I don't think, and then we were trying to catch it. Felt like this was just one of those days where like you just couldn't catch anything. You know what I mean? I had one of those days in Illinois this year when I was solo. Could not catch those storms for the life of me.
Yep, starting to get a hook, yeah, for sure.
Trying to remember when like we first like noticed there was a tornado.
Button. Yeah, no. Tornado on the ground right there. Oh my gosh, there's a tornado right there. Tornado right there. Right there, we got one.
Yeah, that was right when it first dropped. And my first reaction, unfortunately, was to pull over. Should have just kept going east. But yeah, that was that day. That was an insane day for sure. As Jim said, not really regrets, but like kind of with hindsight, a lot of different decisions that I wish I could have made to be more successful with that. But all in all, we still saw 8 tornadoes by my account, apparently. By my memory, now I'm like counting 6 or 7. Hopefully Max wasn't here to hear that, but still insane day regardless. I'm pretty sure I did see 8. I had to have gotten that count somewhere. But it's another one of those days where I wish I was a minute ahead of where I was for the rest of the day. But yeah. Now somebody mentioned weather coming here. And I am curious because I have not looked. Yeah, absolutely. I'm very lucky that I got to have these experiences and that I get to share them with everybody for sure. Okay, yeah, I see that one. Yeah, unfortunately that's going to be Thursday. Not a whole lot going on the weekend, it doesn't look like. What do we got going long range for us up here? Let's see. just gonna be raining on us on Thursday. Boom. Eh? Yeah, that's like Sunday night too. Shoot. Because that looks like it could potentially be some decent snow up in the mountains here. If that happens, I'm willing to go out there and stream snow. For sure. I miss snow. I miss snow more than I miss tornadoes, honestly. But yeah, it just falls at a very inconvenient time, unfortunately. Dang, they get slammed up here, though. My goodness. Yeah, that's like Thanksgiving, so I don't think I'm going to be able to have time to go do that. Expert opinion. Are you expert thoughts on this Thanksgiving Day blizzard? Yeah, is that something that's going to be going on out? Let's take a national look here. Yeah, Garrett mentioned that to me last time him and I were chatting. Here, let's go back to... Oh, wrong one. Yeah, maybe different runs show it more. Clickbait for now. Yeah, I don't know. Possibility, maybe. I'd have to look into it more. If you could tell, I don't really pay a whole lot of attention to this stuff lately. I'm one of those people that doesn't like to know what he's missing out on. So if I'm going to miss out on something, I'd rather just not even be aware of it. So once we get further into winter, though, I'm definitely going to keep an eye on... I'm telling you, if we can get snow down in the valley, even like a good 6 to 8 inches of snow will disrupt everything. There will be stuff to do. There will be people to go help, and I am excited about that. How's life going? Life's going pretty good. Yeah, not too bad. I cannot complain. Definitely still, big adjustment. There's stuff that I miss about chasing for sure. But then there's also a lot that I like about my new arrangement. So, I mean, technically my new place is with my parents. So like I am somewhat familiar with it. I spent like, summers and, winter breaks here when I was in college. Never lived here prior to being in college though. So like, this is like my first stunt, like my first stint of time, like living here full time. Breakout Stormrunner 1 for the B&W chase. I certainly will. I certainly will. Yeah, I still got to find a time to get on your stream there, Brady. Alright, Brandon, where you at? I already DM'd it to you, Brady. You have it. Yeah, I want to see the boys get down here for that. Yep. Interesting. Arizona tornado, question mark? Hey, what's up, David? I will definitely represent the Pacific Northwest. I will, for sure. Only problem is these storms got to fall on a weekend. That is the issue. Israel, thank you so much for becoming a member. Appreciate it. That is the problem, is I need to get these storms to fall during a time where I can actually go out and cover them, because part of my problem, unless we're going out and covering snow, I can cover snow at night. That's fine. I've done that before. It doesn't do as well for streams, but it's still perfectly fine. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, like I can still go out and cover that. Like if I get off work at 5:30. If it's a day where it's snowing, like decently, I can go out and, stream snow for a good 4 or 5 hours. I am officially a weekend chaser. Oh boy, here we go. Hello.
Oh, Dwayne! I lit. Got the number.
Yep.
All right, bro. I'll get you on. Hope you're doing well. Keep rolling.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it. We'll be in touch.
Yes, sir. Hey, I love the room, by the way. Love the TV. That is a dope setup.
Thank you. It doesn't work right now, but I need to get it. I need to get it going again.
I see that steering wheel on the left corner, bro. I love it.
Oh, you saw this?
I see it.
Dude, I was running some Forza and some ATS a couple weeks ago.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let me know when you're on. We'll roll.
All right. Sounds good. Talk to you later, Brady.
All right. See you, Dwayne. Bye.
Bye. I have Brady's number now, chat. I sent it to him like 3 weeks ago. I thought he just lost interest in having me on the stream or something. I still don't know what I'd have to add, honestly. It's like I don't. I'd be happy to be there. Yo, what's up, Garrett? Garfield has joined us. We were taking a look at the marginal risks that you should be out chasing right now. 2%. It's not even that far. What you doing? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Brady. That's rough. My condolences to you. Hopefully you're doing well. Okay, fine. Maybe not that one, but this one. You got to get after this. Oh, it's all right, man. I mean, my availability isn't all that great anyway. I mean, I got time on weekends, basically. I mean, I guess I could run one after work. But, yeah. Anyway. Not a whole lot going on right now, seems like. What has been going on is my sleep schedule's all screwed up. This PM looked 50-50, but now it's downtrended. Do not want to drive 8.5 hours. I don't know, man. I remember driving 15 or 14 hours one way for a 5% hail threat. It's funny that now that it's his car, he doesn't want to do that. Just kidding. Yeah, congratulations, by the way, I want to say it on stream too. Congratulations to Garrett and Freddie and Alex on their new place. Very, very nice. Well earned, for sure. They have a very nice place. So congratulations to them on the new Storm Chaser HQ. I may be crashing there for a few days, potentially, possibly, at some point this summer. I am putting it out there that I am planning on taking like a week-long chasecation in June. June is what I'm shooting for. May chasing is overrated. June is where it's at. That is what I've found. So probably going to shoot for the second half of June, sometime after June 15th. I'm going to take a look at a week. Maybe the week like the... Oh, I don't know. We'll have to see. But whatever it is, I'm leaving the Friday that I get off work, and I'm not coming back until probably the Sunday night that I get. Like, I'm going to try and give myself a full 9 days. Now, I'm debating how I want to do this. Would I resurrect the Forerunner for a week? Probably not. But maybe. Probably not, but maybe. Will I be streaming these chases? Probably. Don't know how high quality they're going to be. I will have to secure a stream phone of some kind, because the streaming with my phone and using my laptop works for doing local stuff, but I cannot go a week without my phone. What do you mean I won't see you? We're probably going to be caravanning. I'm going to steal your portable radio so we can talk. The only reason I say maybe crashing at Garrett's place is because I plan on taking Sasha with me, and I don't really want to make her sleep on a air mattress for like a week. So we'll see. But either way, I'll be around. I mean, I'll be wanting to link up with the boys and everything. So we just got to cross our fingers, because I'm going to have to request this off like well in advance. So we got to cross our fingers that it's going to be an active week, because if I take a week off and it's a dead week, then I just have to eat that. I probably will go on, Sasha and I will probably go on a road trip anyway, even if there's nothing to chase, because I don't know, we'll probably just make a vacation out of it. And there will probably be something to chase within like an 8-day stretch. But that's what I'm shooting for. That's what I'm planning for. And I'm going to, once I kind of narrow down the week that I want to ask for off, I'm going to request it way in advance. Like, because right now that's 7 months ahead of time. So, but yeah. Anyway, plan on making that happen at some point. I love how this has become my stream shirt too. Not even on purpose. That happened last time too. I wore this. Take fiber immediately. So, but I want to get out there. I want to see a couple tornadoes. Just want to see some nice structure, and you know, I want to share that experience with Sasha too, because it's northern plains, especially like, you know, Nebraska, up in the Dakotas. I mean, even parts of Kansas, Iowa, Montana, Wyoming, Colorado. It's beautiful out there. It really is beautiful. And it's like, it can be such a relaxing experience. Like, if you're not like overly stressed. You have one of my shirts. Oh, did I leave one there? Let's see how sharp my forecasting is. It wasn't sharp when I did this full time. You want to see how it is now? Yikes. Sorry to hear your hands are giving you troubles, Marcy. What shirt did I leave there? Just curious. See, now I have to make a trip back out there, Chad. I gotta get my shirt back. Auction the DL shirt. That's gonna be Garrett's giveaway. Maybe 7 months ahead you'll be a bit better. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. That'll be a new experience. Primarily forecasting for myself, going after stuff. There was like a week-long stretch in March of this year that I did that when I was out without Garrett for. It started out because his sister was getting married, and then it just became like, is it worth it for him to fly out? Is it not worth it? Oh, the tornadovideos.net shirt. Well, hey, that's kind of ironic that I left that one there of all things. Yeah, just keep it. I'll grab it when I come back out to shoot some tornado videos again. Just don't let me forget about it. Yeah. That was kind of a fun week, though, a little bit, because I was like, just kind of doing whatever the heck I wanted, you know? I was just like, yeah, I'm out here covering a little 5%. No, I actually, I want to go cover, I want to go cover snow now, and I did. Because then we covered that Sunday, it was a Sunday, and then it was like a Monday night storm. Spent Monday night there, covered that until like 2 in the morning, slept in OKC, got up the next day, beelined it to Nebraska, covered blizzard in Lincoln, rescued that random dude in the truck. And then went to Valentine the next day, covered snow from Valentine down to North Platte, drove from North Platte down to Texas, and then covered the snow in Amarillo. Then once that was over, went and got a rental car to drive back to Arizona, made it probably past Tucumcari, stopped, talked with Garrett, realized that we wanted to take the 4Runner to California. So I turned back, blasted back to Amarillo. Didn't leave Amarillo till 10:30 Central. And somehow, no clue how, somehow I found the energy to pull an all-nighter and drive all the way back to Arizona. So, like, without stopping. But that was the thing. Even when I was by myself, Garrett was still helping out with the forecasting. So now, like, if I go back out, like, we will probably be caravanning, but, like, I'll be doing kind of my own thing. And, like, he'll have his whole operation to worry about. So it's like, I'm not going to be sitting there being like, Garrett, like, where should I go? What should I do? That sort of thing. I'd like my truck back from the repair shop before it snows in Missouri. Valid. Speaking of, I'm going to put out another poll because we haven't done a poll for the members in a little bit, but I'm thinking the next video that we should do is going to be the Missouri tornado outbreak. I hope I get to be on the radios. I mean, that's if Garrett is willing to let me borrow the handheld for a week. Or maybe I can, potentially, see if Brandon can get me another radio, temporarily. But I'll probably just see if I can borrow Garrett's other one if he doesn't need it. But, if he does, he does. No big deal. Anywho. Well, any other questions or anything? Those of you in chat tuning in. Coppa could probably hook you up. Yeah, he can, but it's like it's a hassle. I know how much of a hassle it is for him to get those radios, so. Well, I mean, I'm not really attached to the P.O. box anymore. As far as I know, Garrett still has it in Arizona. I think there is a way to change the location, so I'm sure at some point, like the next time him and I get a chance to have a phone call for a little while here in probably a few days, we can open up a new P.O. box location in Nebraska for him. Okay, Deb, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate your support. Thank you so much. This chair is so squeaky. I want a new one, but not high on the list of priorities right now. I just had to buy a new battery for one of my cars. AGM batteries are expensive, man. I have to get it switched out to here for you, since it would be easier. Yeah. I'll try to help Garrett do that. I think there's a way to do it. The service that we used is not the best in terms of communication, so it might take a couple tries, but I'll help him get it dialed in. Hey, you want to talk about a throwback though? Look at how many subscribers we had at the time of our chasing. 23K. That's what we had at the time. And then when I left, the channel was at 111,000. So, and now it's at 113. Garrett's continuing the growth. Yeah, appreciate that, Trickster. I'm trying to look to see if I might be live on Wednesday. I gotta talk to Connor, but him and I might be doing some sort of stream collab thing on Wednesday. No idea what we're doing, but might be playing some Outbreak, might be doing something else. But he did text me, said he wanted to do something, so figured it'd be fun. So be on the lookout for a stream on Wednesday with good old Conrad Croft. Have I considered selling posters with shots of some of the storms you guys chased? That would be epic. I'd 100% buy. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I was never really that into like the photography side of things. Even this last year, like Garrett was the one who took a lot of the photos. It wasn't me, so I wouldn't want to sell anything that I didn't like, that I wasn't directly involved in like capturing, you know what I mean? So like I'd never be like, hey Garrett, send me a picture of that tornado and I'm gonna go sell it like that. That's not cool. That's his content to sell now, not really mine. So I've thought about like posting like short videos, because I mean I have a few like different tornado video clips just to post a few YouTube shorts, see if they gain any traction or anything, but there's no real point. I mean, it's not like I have any other content to really back it up. So storms died once I left. What about that insane tornado you got end of July? Do it for the archive. Yeah, maybe I will. I don't know. I want to come up with other content ideas besides these. I mean, this is enjoyable and all, but like we're starting to get through a decent amount of stuff. Make a calendar. I can't get again. If I'm gonna make a calendar, I'm gonna help Garrett make a calendar for SRM, because he's the one who took all the photos. Thank you for the super chat, by the way, Mom. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. The dust storm G got with his... I think Garrett got that dust storm with his grandfather, but yeah, that was insane. Oh, that's what I meant, SRM. Yeah. Well, I think I think Garrett wanted to make a calendar anyway. So if I get some time, maybe I'll try to help him out with that. There were about 7,000 when you subscribed. OG. This is what I mean. A lot of our like OG followers ended up coming over here. Okay, and that too, as well as Supercell and Phoenix. Yep. See, so there's been some good stuff. Do tornado clouds have a color to them, or is it just a myth? I mean, typically you're dealing with primarily darker clouds, at least visually. darker clouds because less light. Clouds appear, from what I understand, I say that as if I don't have a degree in this stuff. From what I understand, there are two things that mainly determine like the color of clouds that you see. The amount of light and like the density of them. Like something that's more dense, has more mass to it, is gonna appear probably a little bit like kind of like thicker and like darker. But primarily it's like, is it shielded from light? Because I mean you'll see shots of tornadoes where they appear like bright white on one side and you're looking at them from the other side and they appear kind of like this darker gray. So usually, bigger storms, they kind of, the towering cumulus is kind of blocking light from coming in, making the bases appear very dark. So that kind of gives the impression that darker clouds tend to indicate tornadoes, or like, I've heard that, green skies kind of indicate that. I think green skies more than anything indicate hail, because that's just the light is refracting. I don't know what the correct term is. A little bit differently because of the larger hailstones. So, but yeah. Alright, so I try to help out with SRM stuff still, guys. Like calendar stuff, figuring out PO box and stuff. It's just like, I just gotta try to find time to do it. I mean, I'm not trying to neglect it at all, but I just hope you guys understand that like I work almost 50 hours a week now, and that. Like, I don't have much flexibility in that. Like, I have to be there for that. That's just what I signed up for. So it doesn't leave me a ton of time to do other kind of stuff like I used to be available to do. So, but I try to do what I can when I can. I want to get to where we were. Stopped on the interstate. Yeah, see, 90 viewers. I mean, we had terrible connection though, so I guess I can't really be that surprised.
I'm off of Interstate 880. I'm on exit 15.
I do enjoy it, Chaz. It's just like, you give and you take. I mean, not to say what I'm doing now is the end all be all. I mean, if I could find a way to like work for myself again, but like here, I'm always looking for ways to do that. If I could make that work, then absolutely I'd want to do that and have the freedom of working for myself, but just doing something to where I'm able to be here for my friends and family and my loved ones. So
Tornado, this is the tornado I think that's over there. That's Hey, very low. Oh my gosh, that's the tornado. Hey, very low. Oh my gosh, that's
yeah,
the tornado.
that's what it was. It was this giant thing right here. We were pointed too far south. Yeah, I don't know what we were doing, but yeah. Anyway. Yeah, Joe Daisy, I would agree. I was too far away to get like a good clear shot of that from what I was shooting on. It's dust, water, ice reflected light being scattered. Don't take offense, but you look a little tired, so get some rest. Oh, I am very tired. Yeah, no, my sleep schedule is totally screwed up. I'm quite sleepy. I'm probably gonna get in bed like as soon as I end this, but I don't know. I enjoy hanging out here with you guys for a little bit, so it's always fun, always great. Maybe you have a good night too, Gene. I'll catch you next time. Just keep an eye out, guys, for the potential stream on Wednesday. I'll let you guys know with as much advance time as I can. You know, maybe Connor and I will run some Outbreak or something like that. We'll see. But again, appreciate you guys tuning in. Thank you, Larea and Derek, for the gifted memberships. If you became a member on your own today, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm gonna put out a members only post probably as soon as I end this. Have you guys vote on what you guys want to see me stream next in terms of the reaction series. Thank you to my mom and to Israel and to K-Deb and Max for the super chats. I really appreciate those. And thank you all for showing up, hitting the like button. If we got any new subscribers today, I don't know if we did or not, but if we did, thanks for tuning in and hanging out. Appreciate you guys, staying connected with me, staying in touch. Miss y'all. Appreciate you guys. I'm going to go to bed because I've got a long day at work tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be a hell of a day. So, y'all have a good night.